We've always had a return on equity of over 30%. And the beauty of our situation is that we bring all our clients from the informal sector onto the banking platform and give them all the other things that a bank would normally give them. So we actually catering for the previously unbanked and get other services like corporate banking, money transfer, deposit mobilization, everything. So we expect a great uplift in our delivery and therefore better returns on equity.
In fact, you've gone as far as saying you want to double the bank's balance sheet in 3 years to $250 million. Let's look at some of the strategies you're looking at using to achieve that kind of target.
In the first place, we are experts, or we've gained our expansion and recognition through lending to the SME sector. And we're bringing all this sector onto the banking platform. And the business is actually going to grow with this sector. Lending to this sector is going to grow. Quite apart from that, we're also going to have add-ons like providing banking services. We've got the corporate institutions coming on board. We've gotten foreign transactions, deposit taking, which is going to lower the cost of funds. And we're also going to pass some of this on to the clients. And the fact that interest rates are going to come down means that the default rates are also going to lessen, naturally. And we're not going to go away from our normal mode of operation. Mm-hmm. So we can see huge increments in our performance, in our assets and everything.
Well, talking about modes of operation, I mean, mention's been made of the banks in Ghana looking to embrace the branchless bank concept in order to make their services more relevant to customers while cutting back on cost at the same time. Is this a strategy you see working for UT Bank moving forward?
I think so. We're looking at that seriously because, you know, opening up branches is quite expensive. And with modern technology, you can actually reach the people. You don't have to be there with the whole branch and back office and all those things. So yes, that is certainly something we're looking at. And we have 26 branches. We do not expect to go into branch expansion, but we expect to get our services to the people by technology.
Of course, motivation for that would be cost efficiencies. How are you managing cost efficiencies at the moment, and where are your biggest challenges in that regard right now?
I think we're looking seriously at the IT infrastructure on which we are now. We're rolling out a new IT infrastructure, and therefore that should bring a lot of the back office work, take it away from the branches. And we also want to increase the efficiency of the staff and cut down on the number of staff that are performing various functions. So the IT will be the main platform on which to reduce the cost, and then the quality of staff, and generally the customer service bit that we want to have, good relationships and things like that.
Any speculation of any partnerships we could be looking forward to with the telecoms operator specifically?
Yeah, we are in a relationship with MTN and Vodafone. Yeah, and we think it's a new concept, and we're ready to partner with them to achieve maximum results, yes.
We've got banks over in Ghana being urged to be innovative in agricultural financing. What are some of the inroads UT Bank is making there? Because there seems to be this perceived risk of agricultural sector lending by banks, and that's really what's hampering some of the economic growth prospects for the country.
Yeah, we're already venturing into providing loans for the agri sector a bit. But it doesn't have to really be with putting the seed into the ground, so to speak. There are a lot of aspects that we can consider which are less risky. You could look at the transport, storage, and other aspects, fertilizer and other aspects of it. But eventually, we have to really get into lending to the people who are really the farmers, because about 60% of the workforce is in agri. So it is an area that we cannot overlook. We must find ways and means of solving the problem.
We've heard also rumorings that you're looking at possibly hiving off 20% stake in the bank to a foreign partner. Just how far along are we in developments on that front?
I think it depends on the price and on what the partner brings to the table. Because I think they should bring good expertise and exposure, and the price has to be right, because we think at the moment what we're offering, the market is giving us is a bit below capitalization, what is real. Because markets have suffered. Just last 2 years, everything went down, and our share price is just about picking up again. So yes, we're ready for partnering international companies, but it has to be right.
What about listing on the JSE's Africa board? Is that potentially sitting on the horizon?
Actually, we want to be listed on another board, and I think JSE is the one we're looking at, maybe in the next 2 years.